Still a bit warm here in Florida, but really all things considered, a wonderful fall afternoon for football here in Tampa at Raymond James Stadium. Today we've got a Week 6 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Detroit Lions taking on the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. Here's the 12th overall pick in April's draft, Jahmyr Gibbs. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. You look at this defense for Tampa Bay. It's quite a unit, that's for sure. Number 1 in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Now Goff. Oh, his first throw of the game going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
Brandon, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now, because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with, his guy stepped up and stole that drive away. Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Following the interception, Mayfield. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Now a 2nd down throw for Mayfield. He's got Otten on the out route. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
And remember, this drive started off following the turnover, and they've taken no time working their way down the short field. A nice connection there, and now they're looking at a 1st and goal.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points. White is into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. And nothing special there. They show they were going to run the football. They ran it. They got it in.
Like old-time football, right? Hey, this is exactly what we're going to do. Straight-ahead power, and they got it done.
Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. From the end zone, here comes Williams. Oh, a good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Lions. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. Less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And fighting down inside the 25. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And they, of course, coming into this one in the midst of a tough losing streak. They did get helped out by the open week last week. And in talking with him, all indications were, Charles, that was a very helpful break.
Yeah, I know a lot of teams, coaches, they hate taking time off in the midst of a losing streak because they think they have to stay on their...
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. If you combine last week and this week, he's got a hat trick going because he had 2 interceptions a week ago.
He's seeing the ball so well and understanding where receivers are and positioning. I mean, just watching him work with such great technique and paying it off by actually catching the ball when he has a chance, he's helping his team in a huge way.
On 1st and 10, here's Gibbs. Trying to get out wide, but he's going to be tackled right near the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Here's Goff now on 2nd down. That throw taken in by Jamison Williams. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing on 3rd, Goff. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Lions 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a 1st down.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Now Goff taps this forward. That's a jet sweep. He's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
2nd down and 3, ball on the 7. St. Brown in motion right. He's going to get it on the jet sweep. And this is not going to work as planned. He's going to be met and dropped behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
Well, as a wideout, when you take that handoff and you're coming around the edge, you're expecting to see nothing but empty space in front of you.
But if not...
Well, things can go south in a hurry, and that's exactly what we saw on that play with a loss. Out of the gun, Goff. There's Laporta, he's got it. Touchdown, Lions. A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Lions have taken the lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Here are the Lions now as they line up and kick this one away. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now Mayfield and the Bucks come up on 1st and 10 at their own 16. Now back to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll bring one of the tight ends in motion left. Mayfield on play action. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Mayfield. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now, as his first punt will come from inside his own end zone. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Lions will have excellent field position here as they take over 1st and 10. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and it's Goff. It's caught at the 10. Give him 30 yards there.
That is the exact right play call against that defense. So a hat tip to the offensive play caller because he won that part of the chess match. But give credit to his players as well. They won the execution part of it.
They'll run with Gibbs. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal. So that run gets them about halfway home.
Yeah, it's now 2nd and goal. The end zone beckons. It looms. They can do whatever they want. Full playbook. Run it again, or they can go play action and try and put it in that way.
2 of their 3 red zone trips so far they've come up empty on. They'll look to reverse that trend on 2nd and goal. Just beating the play clock is Goff. Buying time to his left. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Jared Goff. His second touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Lions go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now 21-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. The Bucks offense set to begin their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Mayfield to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be 2nd down.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days, but you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll...
And that's caught inside the 35. A big play that time for Tampa Bay. 41 yards.
Let's just call it as we just saw it right there, a breakdown defensively. Seems like no one went with the tight end, and no one really did. Had all sorts of space in the middle of the field. Yeah, everyone else was covered, but he was not. Big play results.
Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. He'll get that out to the flat to White. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. He was unable to shake free there, and they'll cover him for a loss of a yard. The Buccaneers had a disappointing 0-4 through the first month of the year, and they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year. But when you get a chance to get your fresh legs back, you have to take that time and run with it, and that's what they're trying to get done here.
And again, it's Mayfield. And he's going to go down. They get to him back at the 40. Flying in for that sack, Aiden Hutchinson. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Really in a hole here, 3rd and 17 following the 2 negative plays. Throwing, Mayfield. Under pressure, they got him again. That time, multiple defenders getting pressure, and it's a loss of 6. 4th down, so Jake Camarda is out there. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Lions are going to take over with a long field ahead and a 1st and 10.
And he's got to be fired up about that effort. I don't think he could have walked down and placed it any better than where he ended up putting the football. That was excellent.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get in position for at least 3 points.
Second down and 6 now. Goff now looks to throw. This one to the former Robbie Anderson, now Robbie Chosen. Goff on 1st down. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. And they'll send the tight end in motion here. On 2nd down, here's Goff. Escaping the pressure right. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield, because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
This time they stay on the ground. And they'll indeed stop him on 3rd down. And now what do you want to do with your timeouts? And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. On 4th down, Jack Fox on to punt for Detroit. They'll get off a fairly short kick here as this is toward the sideline. Yeah, not a great one there. Out of bounds in the air. And the offense is going to be set up already in enemy territory inside the 45. So we have reached halftime with the visiting Lions taking the lead to the break. As we send you a stone's throw away across I-4 to Orlando. There standing by is Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well, and they've kept them around in this game. Now they've got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. Aiden Hutchinson able to get in there for his second sack of the afternoon.
I'd say it's not panic time yet, but let's be honest about it. Empty possession here, not what you're looking for when you're down a couple of scores.
Absolutely not. Trying to start the second half off on the right foot. Unfortunately, going to give the ball up. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. He's coming. Double up, double up. Alert, 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 alert. Hurry. Mike 34, Mike 34.
Here's Mayfield. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. And he's not going to sniff the first down here. He stopped at the 25. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a fourth down. Here comes the Buccaneers punter now as he's on to kick it away. Oh, what a move. Call it an even 40-yard punt. 7, though, on the return, and the Lions will take over. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. St. Brown in motion right. Now Goff going to fake the jet sweep and the handoff and look to throw. Open man right side is St. Brown. And he's going to be dropped quickly right there at the 48, a couple yards shy of midfield. Now a first down throw. Goff. Oh, the Buccaneer pressure too much. Down he goes. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
Here's Goff. And that went too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Now it's Goff. Under pressure, and down he goes. Miles Murphy brings him down, and that's a play he's going to remember. The first sack of his NFL career. Here comes the Lions punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Call it 46 yards on the punt, just a single yard on the return as he was covered quickly. And the Bucs will get ready to go on offense. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Now, if you're a fan of punting, and I know that not many people are, but this game kind of turning into one for you.
Well, it's okay if it's a skills contest, right? We're really into it then, but not during the course of an actual game. This has turned into a field position game, though. Sometimes the better punter may actually determine the outcome.
Got it here at the 29 on 2nd and 8. They keep it on the ground. White again. That's a big loss of 3, and it brings up third down.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
A third down now. Those last 2 plays indicative of how things have gone for them. Just nowhere to go on the ground and struggling to put up points.
Hey, check
To throw, Mayfield. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28.
And that's one of the better plays we've seen this offense put together so far. They haven't been able to get on track much at all. But listen, they're only down a couple of scores with the rest of this quarter and the entire fourth remaining. So, stranger things have happened.
So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. A run between the tackles with Breida. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Afitu Melifonwu up to make the tackle there. Mayfield now on 2nd down. And he'll go underneath here to Breida. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this 3rd quarter. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his 3rd down play as we've played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The Bucks on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This time it's 3rd and 3. Working out of the gun, Mayfield. And the Lions pressure too strong. Down he goes. Aiden Hutchinson able to record his 5th sack of the season. It has been a rough afternoon for him trying to get rid of the football. See, that's now 5 sacks.
How'd you like to be the offensive coordinator, the offensive line coach trying to come up with an answer for this pass rush? What blocking assignments do you change? Can guys play a little bit better? And we're seeing the end result on the scoreboard. Long day in the pocket for their quarterback.
Dancing to his left. Now he'll let it go deep left side. Just a crazy throw there, and it's intercepted. It's Brian Branch with it. And the Lions are going to get the football there as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. Well, down 2 scores in the 4th quarter. It maybe wasn't quite desperation time, but it was getting close. And that interception there on the deep ball, that probably slams the door on their chances.
And maybe that was the thought process, that it wasn't quite desperation time. So now you take the shot before they're going to lay back any farther on defense. Go ahead and throw it downfield. Unfortunately, it didn't work.
He's airing it out for Williams. And this nearly an interception, but it's incomplete. Well, a turnover really would have helped him there, but not to be.
Going for the knockout blow right there. I think if I'm up 2 scores, I'd be worried about an interception, but playing this way is what got him this lead. So you may as well ride it out to the end.
Hold on. Check. 11. Check, Mike, 54. Mike, 54. Don't get nervous. 52. Check, watch 54. Here we go.
Goff now to throw. Well, this is caught by Williams. Now he's loose down the left sideline. And he's going to be pushed out of bounds inside the 10-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
And this is seemingly how it's been all game long. This defense has been just a step too slow. And here they're burned again. Another big play.
They'll bring the tight end in motion right. A toss out right to Gibbs. Yeah, this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So they get pushed back to the 11, and here's 2nd and goal. St. Brown in motion right. He's going to handle it on the touch pass. Showed some tough running, but they'll drop him at the 5-yard line. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it with Gibbs. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Jahmyr Gibbs, his 3rd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. Marcus Davenport.
Guys with his talent in the pocket aren't supposed to be getting hit like this, and you know an intense conversation with the offensive line is going to occur after this one. Might not be from him, but the offensive line coach will have plenty to say about this game.
Mayfield looks to throw. This ball complete to Trey Palmer. And he gets up near the 25 to about the 24 before going out of bounds.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, but it's 4th down.
They lead big, and a major part of that has been how they've taken their play to a whole new level this second half. No points allowed since the break, and you can add another incompletion to the total number that they forced in this runaway contest.
34's the mic, 34's the mic, he's coming. Hurry, bring it.
Desperation time. Mayfield on 4th down. Steps away to his left. And now he'll let this one go deep. Back over the middle. And that's caught at the 25. Wait a second. That's got to be a mistake. They declined it.
That doesn't make any sense, right? I mean, it doesn't at all, because you want that penalty. All right, they just picked up a 1st down, right? You want the penalty.
I am so confused right now. Now a throw here to his running back. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches. Mayfield down. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
Play number 7 coming on this drive. It's 3rd and inches.
44's the mic. 44. Hey, alert.
They go play action. Mayfield. And Evans hauls it in. Touchdown, Bucks. Mike Evans. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Buccaneers have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Extra point by McLaughlin is up and good. And that cuts the lead to 28-14. Following the touchdown, here's McLaughlin to kick off. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps him in a running situation probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They're in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. 58 yards rushing for him now on what was his 10th carry of the ball game. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
I think we all suspected that they were going back to him after he found the end zone on his last carry, and they kept the positive momentum going there. Another nice run by him.
And he will have a Lions first down, and that's the one that should seal a victory. So this one's over. It's a win for the Detroit Lions. So they came in here facing a very tall task going against the NFL's #1 ranked defense, but they got the job done. Charles, really an outstanding performance.
They certainly showed that they weren't going to be intimidated, didn't they? They took out the best defense in the NFL today, took it right to them, and that's against a group of guys that is used to shutting people down. To me, this is going to be a signature moment for this team season.
So for Detroit, they climb back to 500 now at 3 up and 3 down. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Baltimore to take on the Ravens. Meanwhile, for the Buccaneers, things aren't looking good. It'll be an 0-5 start, and they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for our entire crew, alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Thanks for watching, everybody. We'll see you next time.